Yo, what's up, guys? It is Nigel here, and we have some even more Street Fighter 6 news because TGS is not over yet, but this should be like the last news that we'll get from Street Fighter 6 currently because they pretty much just told us everything we need to know about the game, essentially, except for like exactly when it's coming out, but we'll get to that. So you know, in the beginning, normal like presentations, they just talk a little bit. It was Takayuki, the director of Street Fighter, and Shuei, the producer of Street Fighter 6. They were both just talking, you know, about the game, stuff is going on, stuff like that. And they had a little bit of gameplay going on during some moments, like, for instance, I think the first one they showed was Blanka versus Ken, so you get to see like the new TGS build that's going on. So they're probably gonna use that for the closed beta. So we're probably gonna be able to use the 8 characters that are in there that were Juri, Kimberly, Guile, Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, Luke, Jamie. So that would be the 8 characters that we're probably gonna get for the closed beta for the game. So that's gonna be pretty interesting. Now, some interesting stuff that they did show, which was something I was curious about, which was the frame data. They actually did show what it looked like in the training mode. Also, they showed the grid, by the way, which is, you know, who cares, but the frame data bar is crazy. Like, it's actually like a bar. So say for instance, if you were to do a link into something, you could actually see like the position of where it starts and stuff like that. So that is something I've never seen before in a fighting game. So I'm very curious how that's going to work for me and everybody else, because I'm used to, you know, the either blue, red, you know, just the number, the plus number or whatever, minus. But it's very, very interesting. I'm wondering how people are going to react to it. I think it looks cool, me personally, because I've never seen something like it. And it's just the fact that you can know when you like start a link and stuff like that, see how it goes, is really weird. I don't know, it's just really interesting. But yeah, so that's one thing they showed. They also did show the mocap for how they make moves. Like, they actually showed you know, how Jamie starts breakdancing. Like, they showed a person doing it and stuff like that. So it's actually cool to see that, because you don't really get to see the fighting games do that. Because like recently, if anybody's watched the Tekken 8 trailer, you can tell that there's mocap in that game. They haven't, like, you know, went in depth or talked about anything like that, but I don't know, they just, I'm really glad that they're starting to show us behind the scenes of what they do and how they do things, because they did do it in 5. I'm not sure fully, but I just remember, you know, in the updates showcase thing, they were showing it, so that's cool to see. They did show some more of Extreme Battle, like an actual match of what it looks like, and it looks pretty bizarre. At least the bull one, that's what the one they showed. It looks pretty crazy. Like, just I don't know, it's a really cool, goofy mode to like play with your friends that don't really play fighting games. So I'm really looking forward to just trying that out a little bit. So we'll see how that goes up, but it looks very, very interesting. Now, they also did show, which is pretty, I didn't think they were gonna do this, but I guess, you know, it doesn't matter when the game comes out now, because it feels like from what they've shown, like the newest trailer, that this game is pretty much done. They're just polishing it at this point, but that's at least what I think. I don't know, I might be wrong, but they showed all the characters of the main roster. Like, they showed literally all 18 of them, because there's a total of 18, and that is pretty ridiculous. That's actually a pretty big number. I think that's obviously bigger than 5, because 5 had 16 or something like that, or 15. Yeah. And it is also bigger than 4, so I'm genuinely curious on how many DLC characters are going to be in the game. So, but at this point, that means, like, from the characters that they showed, that means the leak list is true. And we also know who the DLC characters is. But don't worry, I'm not going to tell you who the DLC characters are, though. But I'll just say that one of them is my favorite character. But I'll probably make a different video about that. But we already know who the characters are for the game. And so far, the roster is looking pretty... It's actually looking pretty even. There's a lot of female characters. I'm surprised that they did that. It's kind of even with the male to female ratio type of deal. So... But yeah, I think it is a good call that they just showed all the characters now, because a lot of people already knew who it was, and some people didn't want to be spoiled, so it's just they're like, you know what, we're just going to release it and let you know now. So yeah, so I feel as if that was a bit of closure for people that didn't know but didn't want to get spoiled. So they're like, we're just going to tell you, so you'll be fine with it. And you know, there you go. Some people might be mad about it because their characters didn't make it, but like I said, there's always DLC, because Street Fighter 5, they had a best rough start, no characters, and it has like 40 something characters now, so just gonna have to wait and be patient. Now, one of the things that they showed, which I feel as if no one, well, I'm not sure if anybody's talking about, but I don't really see any videos about it, is that there's this new dude that no one's mentioning, which is you're like they show a little bit of the start of how you create your character and stuff like that. So, you know, your teacher is obviously Luke in the beginning. He's like, yeah, you're my new student, this, that, and this, blah, blah, blah. Teaches you the ropes, you know, move around the area or something, you know, like a regular game or something. And then some dude in the background's like, teacher, how's this gonna teach him how to, you know, fight or whatever? And then he just tries to drop kick you or something, and Luke's like, what the heck are you doing? And then you just fight the guy, and then, you know, you beat him or whatever, and he's like, huh, man, teacher, how's this gonna help us, you know, get stronger? Aren't we supposed to like be training and fighting each other? No one wants to punching bag and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, calm down, other student. And he's like, yeah, this guy's name is Bosch, and he's pretty much your rival. I'm like, man, they kind of make this like this guy seems like important. I don't know. So I feel as if he has the potential to be like an actual character for like the game eventually in the future or something, because his design definitely strikes out as like a character that you can see being playable. Because I do like his design and his hairstyle and everything. It looks really cool. So I'm hopefully that they make him as a character or something later down the line. But yeah, that's all the stuff they really showed. Obviously the biggest thing was like, hey, here's all the characters. These are all the characters in the game that, you know, besides the DLC. They didn't show the DLC, but yeah. But that's pretty much all they showed that was like important. There's like some other cool stuff that they were talking about and showed, like they brought out the art director Kaname, and they were asking him questions about, you know, how long he's been in the business with Capcom and stuff like that. And, you know, eventually later down the line he started talking about designs for Street Fighter 6 and stuff like that. So it was pretty neat to see that. He went heavily in depth though on Jamie. Like that's when they started talking about the mocap and stuff like that, because they were showing it and telling us the expressfulness of like how he moved and stuff like that. So I thought that was also really cool. So that was like a quick breakdown of that character a little bit, and, you know, how they move and stuff like that. So that was really neat. And like I said, they showed a bit of other stuff as well. It's a very long panel thing. It was like I want to say like an hour and 2 minutes. So yeah, shame I didn't get to like fully like watch it live, but I had to work, so I just had to watch it when I got from work. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. It's definitely worth watching. So I do recommend whoever watches this video will watch it. It's pretty interesting to see. But yeah, that's probably all the current news we're gonna get for Street Fighter 6 for a minute now, since we're getting the closed beta in like October 7th or something. So yeah, that's all the news I have for today. So hope you guys have a good night, morning, or day, whatever time period you guys live in, man, and I'll see you guys later.